I'm down in my studio again today, and I'm doing some gesture drawing, doing a little bit of cleaning, a little preparing. But this morning I wrote a blog post about the time about the fact that I'm missing New York City. I lived in New Jersey for 18 years. I moved there from Mississippi when my house in Mississippi burned. But when I was in Mississippi, when I was in New Jersey, someone asked me about Mississippi and about New Jersey and which I liked better. And honestly, I couldn't say. I loved New Jersey. I loved the people there. I was in South Jersey, so they weren't as New Yorky or as cityfied as they are in South Jersey. In South Jersey, the people just real neat. But I did say at that time, at that time I didn't think I'd ever get back to Mississippi because I had spent so much money. It was costing me so much money to live in New Jersey. I didn't see the wherewithal for me to travel back and live in Mississippi again. But what I said is that I love it here, but I will say to you this. Please help somebody find the way to get my ashes back to the Mississippi River, because when I die, I want my ashes strode across the Mississippi River. And I've written posts about this because Mississippi is home to me. And I didn't even grow up in Mississippi. I grew up in the Boot Hill of southeast Missouri. And where my opportunity, at that time, it was when children were dismissed from school to pick cotton for a while. And it was financially pretty grim, I guess, but I didn't even know it until I got to Ole Miss and discovered that everybody but me had a lot of money, or I felt that way at the time. I don't know if it was actually true or not. But today, what I'm doing, I'm going to call this drawing my way back home. Today, what I've done is I've drawn this contour drawing of this cup. And I'm fairly pleased with it. I'm especially pleased that I was able to, without picking up my pen, I was able to write the word Mississippi, kind of like it's written there, kind of. But what I'm doing this with the month of January, I have all kinds of challenges going. I have a writing challenge going. I write 30 minutes every day. And I have the challenge of drawing 30 minutes every day. I'm challenging myself to be my best self and to produce. And I've told this story many times, but in producing, more creative ideas, more creativity comes to me. And so join me in all my challenges on January 6th, which is the actual day of Epiphany. I'm going to start another Julia Cameron challenge. She is the one that got me, convinced me that it was appropriate, or not only appropriate really, but also good. It was good training, a good habit to draw every day. I mean, to write every day. And so I tell people that book saved my life. And I'm going to share that book with y'all too, one chapter at a time during the month of January. But I want to challenge everybody to draw something every day. I think this took me about 2 minutes. That's another contour drawing that I drew some time ago. I drew this contour drawing of a poinsettia yesterday. And I'll show you all those things later. But I want to challenge everybody to join me and to do something to better yourself at least 30 minutes every day. Because if we don't do, We just don't do, and we stay the same.